प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः।
ॐ प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः. We are studying Srimad Bhagavad Gita with Shankar's commentary, and on Saturday we completed the 10th chapter, and we are entering the 11th chapter today. And after a long time we see the chapter starts with Arjuna's question. Now, what Arjuna has gained up till now and what he wants now, we can understand by Arjuna's questions. So, let us read the first shloka or Shankar's commentary, same thing. Huh? We can read Shankar's opening commentary. Bhagavato Vibhutaya Uktaha. He has heard Bhagwan's special manifestations. Tatra cha, and there itself. Vishtabhyam idam krishnam ekanshena sito jagatiti, reference to the last shloka. Bhagavata abhitam shrutva yat jagadatma rupam adyam aishwaram tat sakshat kartum icchan Arjuna uvacha. So in the last shloka of the 11th chapter, Bhagavan has said, what is the use of knowing all this, Arjuna? All this world, aham idam krishnam ekanshena vishtabhya aham sito. Sito is the verb here. So by one part or one aspect of mind, I am living as the entire world. So what happens? Arjuna wants to see that. So Arjuna had asked a similar question at the end of second chapter. Bhagavan has described there that if you do like that or if people do like that, their wisdom becomes steady. Now Arjuna is a sadhak. So he wants to know the model. If wisdom becomes steady, then that man is definitely not like us. And we do everything due to our wrong knowledge, everything. Thinking, feeling, will, everything. But that man has right knowledge and he has become perfect. So how does he act? How does he live? So the practical implication of perfection, steady wisdom, if he can see, visualize, then he will have the right direction for struggle. So that itself proved that Arjuna is a sadhak. Now here the thing is different. I am referring because there also Arjuna wanted to know. Here Arjuna wants to see. And here, as we read, we will find, no, we read Shankar's introductory commentary, so we got stuck up here. Let us read Arjuna's shloka, then we will come to that. Arjuna has understood everything. In the beginning of 10th chapter, we had a semblance of it. Ahustvam rishaya sarve devarshir naradas asito devalo vyasa swayam chaiva bravishime sarvametad ritam manne yanmam vadasi keshav. So, all the rishis have been talking about you, especially famous rishis Asita, Devala, Vyas and Devarshi Narad also, and you are also telling me like that. All this I take to be true. So that was about that thing. Now after that he has heard the Vibhuti Yoga. And at the end of Vibhuti Yoga, Bhagavan has said that I am the whole world by one part of mind. So can I see that? So what happens? Arjuna wants to experience. There he wanted to know further, visualize. Here he actually wants to experience. And he says, I have absolutely no doubt now in my mind. So, Gita theory, Arjuna has fully agreed, no doubt. He will ask a question again in the 3rd chapter that will be about practical life. Theoretically, he has understood everything. So, this desire to actually experience what we have intellectually understood, that is this other. Unless this desire to realize, to actually experience arises in our mind, our life is futile, zero. We may understand the whole Vedanta. We may understand everything, and yet we are as we are. And this experience comes by sadhana. By, you may say, Shravan, Manan, Nidarsan, or by karma, as Bhagavan has told in the Gita. Karma, mental purification, then jnana. But he knows that Bhagavan is all powerful. And if he graces me, he can show also. Show means he can enable me to see. And Bhagavan showed immediately. And Bhagavan said, by your this eyes you cannot see. So, we can have two meanings out of it. By Charma Chakshu, we cannot see anything spiritual. Then what other Chakshus we have? Here Bhagavan says, I am giving you Chakshu. Bhagavan did not give him a spectacle or a Divyam Chakshu. Now refer to Shri Ramakrishna Vachanamrut. Note down, 24th August 1882 conversation. There Master Masha has given a subheading, Guru Sheshya Samvad Guhya Katha. In English, these subtitles are all removed. And there Master Masha is asking, can we see God by these eyes of ours? And Sri Ramakrishna outside straight says, no, you cannot. By doing sadhana, a love body is created. And in that love body, there are love eyes, love ears, etc., etc., etc. And by those love eyes, you can see. That is straight thing. On the other hand, God or people of that caliber, they can raise our consciousness temporarily. That means it's a question of some state earned by sadhana. But if such people have krupa, they can raise it. I am saying the word temporarily. Now, will they do it for all? Can they do it for all? Will it be beneficial in all cases? In Sri Krishna's life within Mahabharata, were another illustration of this. Bhagavan Sri Krishna went as Pandava's messenger in Kaurava Sabha and wanted to convince Duryodhana that fight is useless. And Duryodhana was not agreeing for anything whatsoever. Bhagavan thought, if he sees my Vishwarupa, then he may agree, being terrified that such a Bhagavan is on Pandava's side. But when he started showing, Duryodhana said, you are magician, creating magic, black magic, arrest him. And he tried to get him arrested. Then by using his divine powers, he had to come up. So it failed. Now let us go to where it succeeds. There are two illustrations. One in all the books is there, another is not in books. Swami Vivekananda had tremendous power, but intellectually his growth was a different thing. Intellectually, he was not getting convinced about the Advaita philosophy itself. How can that be? How can that be? And he was joking with Hazara Masha after hearing Sri Ramakrishna's stuff. What is this? House is Brahman, Kamandalu is Brahman, what is Brahman? Sri Ramakrishna came out and said, what are you talking about? And he touched him. The scene changed that very moment. And he started seeing everything as Brahman. To the extent that when he was walking on the road and some Gadi is coming, he had no inclination to move because that is Brahman. And this experience, he says, remained for 6 months. Afterwards, what happened? He was convinced intellectually. He said, I will not doubt now. Then he did sadhana and realized that. So in his case, it was something like an obstruction, not intellectually understanding. That was removed by direct experience. Now, we have several such incidents. I said two, but in the books itself, Swami Vivekananda in Rajasthan, and there we find one king could not understand the avatar or Sakar God. Then Swami Vivekananda, by his argumentative power, convinced him. That picture, I told the Prime Minister to spit on it and like that. But there is another state where the Divanji or the captain could not be convinced by Swamiji's several arguments because of the old rut. Now they were walking on the street and some people were carrying Sri Krishna's idol in a procession, singing and like that. And Swami Vivekananda touched that captain and said, see, they are carrying the Lord. And he saw that they are carrying the Lord. So this is similar to what Thakur did. And he said, what you could not convince by thousands of arguments, Maharaj, you have shown me now. So beyond doubt. I am telling another, not in the books. The author or rather compiler of Mayar Katha, Mother's Talks, Gospel of Holy Mother, Swami Arupananda, Rasbihari Maharaj. He was a great sadhak and he was Mother's personal sevak. One day he went to Mother and said, Mother, what is the use of living with you? She said, why you are talking like that? Why I have not become purified enough? She said, what is impurity? Everybody says you are a pure Swami. What is the use of people saying? Why do I see woman as woman even now? That was the height of his looking purity. Mother said, oh, is it like that? And she placed her hand on his head. That moment he felt that there has been a revolution inside. And for me, all women are nothing but Devi, goddess. He wanted to test this. So he brought all sorts of dirty pictures, naked woman and all that, and hung in his room. But there was no change of consciousness. All were divine for him. Next day he went to Mother and said, Mother, you have won. That means he was thinking this is not possible and Mother should. Then Mother said, my child, it has come to you because of my touch. It will not remain, but you will earn it by your sadhana. And there also 6 months is mentioned. For 6 months it remained. So we conclude it can be shown if the Guru is sure that he is going to realize it by his own effort. So a glimpse can be given. By comparing with Duryodhana, we can understand that showing to anybody and everybody is not going to be useful. But temporarily, he can raise our consciousness. Compare with that love body and all that. And so that they can earn. That is what is happening here in the 11th chapter. Let us read now. Followed, not clearly?
Yes, Maharaj.
Huh?
Yes.
Now some people will ask me, it is not in the book, from where you got. So I have to tell that I never doubted what my Guruji told me. I never asked him. But I understood that, I know that my Guruji was very, very close to Rasbihari Maharaj. And my Guruji, I'm adding something, my Guruji was very, very close to Shuddhan Swami, Sudhir Maharaj. And from Rasbihari Maharaj, he has heard many things about the Holy Mother. Or Holy Mother herself may not have told him. Maybe from Rasbihari Maharaj. And from Sudhir Maharaj, Shuddhan Swamiji, he has heard many things about Swami Vivekananda which are not in the books. So that may be the source, those who want. In my case, that Swamiji told me, I never had any doubt and I never asked him the source. But I find people do ask me. Anyway. So, Arjuna Uvacha, where read the Shankar's commentary. That last shloka of the 10th chapter tells that I am the whole world by one part of mine. So that Ishvara Rupa Arjuna wants to see. Jagadatma Rupam Adyam Aishwaram. Jagadatma Rupam, that means he himself is the whole world that he wants to see. And that is the origin of the world. Aishwaram, that is specially Ishwar's Rupa. Arjuna Vacha, Madanugrahaya Paramam Guhyam Adhyatma Sangita Yat Tvayoktam Vachastena Mohoyam Vigato Mama certificate. I am Mama Moho Vigato. Should I fight? Should I not fight? It is Punya, Papa. So, up till now, including 10th chapter, in 10th chapter in the beginning I told, about you I am convinced. But here, Moho, I am Vigato Mama. Same expression will come repeatedly in 18th chapter when Bhagavan himself will ask him, your Moha is gone or not. But it has come here. So the meaning is that in theory, he has no doubt now. I am Moho, Mama. I am Mama Moho Vigato. You have, by your compassion, that also Arjuna knows that Guru teaches by compassion only, not by everything special in me. So Arjuna's life we must follow again and again. Then we get Krishna's teachings. So the Shishya never says that by my capacity I got it. Shishya says by your grace I got it. Though the Lord gives to them who are receptive enough, he has not given Gita to everybody. So, Mad Anugrahaya Paramam Guhyam Adhyatma Sannitam Yat Vachaha Tvaya Uttam. Paramam, supreme, Guhyam, secret, that means in depth. Adhyatma Sangitam, which can be called spiritual, relating to Atman, Adhyatma. That talk which you have given me, by that Tena, I am Mama Moho Vigato. This delusion of mine has vanished. Acharya says, Madanugrahaya Mama Anugrahartam Paramam Niratishayam. Paramam means, Shankar always adds that. Negative is more powerful than superlative. So Niratishayam means that above which nothing exists, that is Param. Topmost. Guhyam, Gopyam, to be hidden. Adhyatma Sangitam, Atma and Atma Viveka Vishaya. Discrimination between the real nature of Atman and not Atman. Here Toya Uktam Vacho Vakyam Tena. Tena Te Vachasa, by your words. Moha Ayam Vigato Mama Aviveka Buddhi Apagata Ityartha. My consciousness, which was filled with non-discrimination, has been removed. Apagata, it has gone. Bhavapayo hi bhutanam shrutau vistarasho maya tvattah kamalapatraksha mahatmyam apichavyayam. The birth and death of beings, also from you, I have heard in details. From you, O Lord, with eyes as beautiful as lotus leaves, Kamala Patraksha, Kamala Patra Aksha. Mahatmyam api cha avayam, avayam Mahatmyam, your glory also endless. I have heard. Kimcha also Bhava Utpatti Ape Pralayo Bhutanam, Utpatti and Pralaya of beings. Tau Bhavapeyo Shrutau Vistarasho Maya Na Sankhepata. Arjuna said, not in brief, you have told me in detail, sufficient details. Tvatta, Tvat Sakashat, from you, Kamala Patraksha, Kamalasya Patram, Kamala Patram, Tadvadakshini Asya, Tava Satvam. So, in special cases, Shankara has commented on this Sambodhana words. Hey Kamala Patraksha, here the importance is that when we say Kamala Lochana, it is not a flower which is compared, but the leaves. That is very clear. Kamala Patraksha. So he has commented. Broad, wide, you can imagine, like the lotus leaf. Mahatmyam apicha avayam akshayam shrutam iti anuvartate. Shrutam, you have to add here also in the end. Evam etad yathattatvam atmanam parameshwara drashtumichhami te rupam aishwaram purushottama. So this, as you are describing, as you are, Hey Parameshwar. Now Arjuna knows he made a Parameshwar now. I think this Sambodhana has come first time now. Hey Parameshwar, that your Rupa, Aishwara Rupa as God, Hey Purushottama, the superior among the men, Purushanam Uttama, Purushottama. This will be explained by Bhagavan himself in the 15th chapter, but Arjuna is using it here. So that group, I desire to know. Evam etad na nyatha. You are not, otherwise you are like this. Yatha yena prakarena atha means kathayasi. You are telling me, Tvam atmanam parameshwara tathapi drashtumichhami te tava jnana ishvara shakti bala virya tejo visampannam. That definition of Ishvara given from the Vishnu Puran by Acharya. So, Jnana Ishvara Shakti Bala Virya Tejo Visada Sampannam. Aishwaram Vaishnava, he adds. That means, important point, not Nirgun Brahma, but Saguna Brahma, all pervading, that is Vishnu. Vishli Vyaptatat. The meaning of Vishnu is that which pervades. So immanent. It is very important. Nowhere is mentioned that Krishna has given the Nirvikalpa Samadhi to anybody. Highest Arjuna has asked is Ishvara Roop, immanent Roop, all-pervading Roop, not the transcendent. That requires the mind to be changed totally. Let me give another example for that from Gospel. Parvati's father, Himalaya, the king, used to think she is my daughter. But when she was married to Shiva, then people started calling her, you are the mother of the universe and whatnot. So when she came to father's house, he said that you are like that. I am your father. I have some claim. She said, okay, what you want, father? I want to have various spiritual experiences. I want to see many gods and goddesses. She says, all right, close your eyes, imagine what you want and you will get that. So he saw so many spiritual experiences, so many gods and goddesses. Then his ambition or horizon grew. And he said, can you not grant me that Nirguna Brahma experience which comes in Nirvikalpa Samadhi? What she said? Father, for that you will have to keep company with the sannyasis. She did not show to him. And you have to keep company with the sannyasis. So that is why I am talking. Usually the householders' subject-object consciousness does not go, but it can go by company with the sannyasis. And sannyasi is defined as that who has no such subject-object consciousness. They can experience Nirvikalpa Samadhi. And if you keep association with them, then it can happen. Your mind may change. So that clearly shows. Now, if you want further fun, he was a king. So immediately, what we call Nagada Bajake, whole Praja, he announced this. That if any sannyasi comes, I want his company. We shall completely provide for her his necessities. They don't worry about it because I want their company. And so even today, if you go to Himalayas, no sadhu will feel any want. Anyway. And what happened to the king? He became Siddha Prajna. This Himalaya mount which we see, we play naughtiness, we pull trees, this and that. So he just adjusts his body, big landslide for us. All landslides are due to uprooting of the trees. Anyway, so that is the fun. Now coming back to our topic. So the point was that Nirvikalpa Samadhi was not given like this. Now in the case of fit persons, Sansparsha Matrena Nrinam Samadhi Vidhaya Sadhyo Bhuvirama Krishna Avedan Swami says. By just one touch, you have been giving Samadhi to you, people. Samadhi means Nirvikalpa in his language. We can add also sometimes. He has said Sansparsha Matrena. Sankalpa Matrena Nirnam Samadhi, if you just will, it happens. Not comparative, but fact. Okay? Now, he says, Ishwaram Rupam He Purushottama, but he feels that doubt. That by this Charma Chakshus I will not be able to see, even if he shows. So he says, Manyase yadi tat shakyam maya drashtumiti prabho yogeshwara tato me tvam darshayam atma avyayam darshaya atmanam avyayam. Now here the Samudra is Yogeshwar. You are Yogeshwar, so you may show me. If you think I am able to see. Your avyayam atmanam darshaya. Tato. Tato means yadi maya drashtum shakyam manyase tato. Manyase chintayasi yadi maya arjunena tad shakyam drashtum iti prabho swamin. Aha. Prabho is an endearing word always.
দর্শয়ামাস অব্যয়ম অব্যয়ম শব্দটি দিয়েছে দর্শয়ামাস অব্যয়ম অব্যয়ম শব্দটি দিয়েছে অব্যয়ম
Darshaya atmanam avyayam.
অব্যয়ম means
Atma yourself. Yourself as avyayam. Vishwarupa itself is calling, no? He is calling that as avyayam. Yogeshwar. I am talking about Prabhu. Now, Ishvara is the Lord of the world. Prabhu is my Lord. And so Shankara has translated as Swamin. How the Swami is used in India, in different states,
husband.
in Bengal only. Only in Bengal it is Swami means husband. In other states, no, Lord. In Tamil Nadu, I will tell you one. Our Sarvajnananda Swamiji, Bajari Maharaj, he was taking us, we are about to do some construction work, and he took us to this tali to make his shop. And he asked him, what is your name? That shopkeeper says, Periya Swami. Peri means big. So immediately Sarvajnana Swami said, oh, we are all Chinna Swamis, you are Periya Swami. Chinna means small. So Swami means the Lord. And sannyasis are addressed as Swamis by Tamil Nadu people. They don't require G. Oh Swami, that is how they will address us. So this word Swami has different connotation. Don't think they are addressing us as husbands. So here Shankar has said Swamin. Prabhu, Swamin. Yogeshwara, Yogino, Yoga, Tesham Ishwaro. Okay. So Yogeshwara literally means Yoga's Ishwar. Shankar says by implication it means Yogina's Ishwar. Not Lord of the Yogas, but Lord of Yogis. Supreme among Yogis. Yasmad aham ativa arthi drashtum. I am very keen to see. Tata tasmad me madartham darshay tvam atmanam avyayam. Okay? Now Bhagavan Krishna is ready to fulfill Arjuna's desire because he knows that he is fit for that. Evam chodita Arjuna Shri Bhagavan Vacha Here two descriptions will come. Pashya me partha rupani shatashota sahasrasha nana vidani divyani nana varna krutini cha. So see my rupas, hundreds and thousands of different types, all divine, of different colors and shapes. So this Vishwarupa has two connotations. All the bodies are my bodies, and the entire world is my body. So Bhagavan is going to show both. First he is using plural, hundreds and thousands of divine forms. Of course, Arjuna wants to see, I will show you. And then he will say, see in me everything. Hey Partha, hundreds and thousands, my Rupani, plural, of different types, divyas, of different colors and shapes, varna, kruti, akruti. Pashyame mama partha rupani shatashat sahasrasha anekasha ityartha. Shankar says 100 and 1,000 is not made, many. Tani cha nana vidani aneka prakarani divi bhavani in heaven. Divyani aprakrutani, not earthly. Nana varna kruti nicha nana vilakshana nila pitadi prakara varna. Vilakshana, strange, blue, yellow, ityadi colors. Tatha akrutayo avayo sanstana vishesha, the configuration of limbs, that is called akruti. Yesham rupanam tani nana varnakruti nicha. Now here a scientific principle is there. Huh? What eyes can see? Eyes can only see color and form. So he says all colors, all forms, I will show you. Pashya adityan vasun rudran ashvino marutastata bahuni adrishta purvani pasyascharya bharata. Adrishta purvani, which you have never seen before. You can see all Adityas, Vasus, Rudras who have met with this in the Vibhuti Yoga, different types of gods, plural. You can see Adityas, Vasus, Rudras, all is he only. Marutas Tata, Marudevatas. Only one word is new here, Ashvinam. The two brothers, they are physicians of the gods, or physicians among gods. They are divine, but they are two brothers. Ashvinam. And many wonders which you have never seen before. Hey Bharata, Pashya Adityan Dvadasha Vasun Ashtavu, Rudran Ekadasha 12, 8, 11 Shankar has mentioned. Ashwino Do 2, Maruta Sapta Sapta Gana Tan. We had read there 49. Marut Gana, here he says 7 groups of 7. Sapta Sapta Gana. So it comes 49. Ye tan tata bahuni annani api adrushta purani manusya loke toya nenava. So not seen only by you, not by other men also in this world. Manusya loke. Anenava kenachit. Pashya ascharani adbhutani varata. Now he says here itself, Ekastam Jagat Krishnam Pashyadya Sacharacharam Mama Dehe Gudakesha Yachanya Drashtumichasi. Here, Hey Gudakesha, we have seen Gudakesha, the whole world, moving and non-moving, are there today, now, see, in my body. And anything else you want to see, what is anything else? When you will show, then you will understand. Whether you will win or not, that also work on it. Future. So this Vishwarupa is not a steady thing, and there he will show many things. Anyway, whatever you want to see, you can see. Anya drashtum ichchasi. Na kevalam etavadeva, not only that much, that means different rupas. Here ekastam. Ekas means sitam. Jagat Krishnam Samastam Pasyadya Idanim, now. Adya means today. Actual meaning is now. Sacharacharam, Sacharena Acharena Cha Vartamanam, moving and non-moving all. Mama Dehe Gudakesha Yach Anyat Jaya Parajayadi Yach Shankase. Arjuna had said in the second chapter, Yadva Jayema Yadivano Jayu. So referring to that, it says that also you can see. Iti yad avocha tadapi drashtum yadi ichchasi. If you want to see that, that also you can see. So Shankar has anticipated what he will show. Kintu natu mam shakyase drashtum anenaiva swachakshusha divyam dadami te chakshuhu pashyame yogamaishwaram. But by this, your own eyes, you cannot see that. So by charma chakshu, we do not see divine forms. I give you divine eyes. So divine eyes is not a binocular spectacle, it is rays of consciousness, divine. If the level of consciousness, compare that, love body, by sadhana it comes. So like that, within Arjuna, that body which you would have gained by sadhana, that he does. Because the effect here also will be temporary. Arjuna will be terrified by that. He will say, enough, enough. So even this Vishwarupa was too much for Arjuna. Bhagavan showed him. That's all. Natumam Vishwarupa Dharam, I am holding the whole world, that Rupa Shakyasya Drashtum Anenaiva Prakrutena Swachakshusha. Prakrutena means natural. Your natural eyes, you cannot see this. Swakiyena Chakshusha. Drashtum Divyena. By those eyes by which you can see, the divine eyes. Tad divyam dadamite tubhyam chakshu. Those eyes I am giving you, by which you can see that. Tena pashyame yogam aishwaram ishwarasya mama aishwaram yogam yoga shakti atishayam ityartha. Where the yoga shakti of different forms is too much, that I will show you. Okay? Now, this fellow Sanjay was given a special power by Vyasadeva. This story has come in the beginning. Dhritarashtra wanted to know the results moment to moment. But Vyasa said, if you want the power, though you are blind, I can give you that power. He says, no. He is terrified to see what is going to happen. I don't want to see, but I want to know. So Vyasa gave this power to Sanjay was Dhritarashtra's charioteer, friend, minister, whatever you say. That whatever happened there, he can see, he can hear. Now, all the warriors have not seen. Arjuna has seen. But what Arjuna says, Sanjay also will see. So that is due to special power given by Vyasa. Running TV commentary like I said, because in TV we do not see actual. A similar picture is created in our box and that we see. Not there. Sanjay Uvacha Evamukta Tato Rajan Ma Yogeshwaro Hari. Arjuna is called Yogeshwara. Sanjay says Ma Yogeshwara. Hari Darshayamasa Parthaya Paramam Rupam Aishwaram. Rajan is Dhritarashtra. Sanjay is talking to Dhritarashtra. After saying this, O king, Hari, the Mahayogeshwara, to Partha showed his Paramam Aishwaram Rupam. Evam Yathakta Prakarena Uktva, talking like this, Tata means Anantaram after that, He Rajan Dhritarashtra, Mahayogeshwara Mahancha so Yogeshwara cha. He is great and he is Yogeshwara, like that he has broken. Narayana. Hari is Narayana. Same Vishnu's qualification. Naranam Ayana Narayana. The final goal of man is called Narayana. Darshayamasa Darshitavan Parthaya Pruthasutaya Prutha is the name of Kunti. So Prutha's son. Paramam Rupam Vishwarupam Aishwaram. Now Sanjay is giving the description of what Arjuna saw. Okay. We can read it tomorrow. Anek Vaktra Nayanam, etc. Om Prapanna Parijataya Totra Vetraikapanaye Jnanamudraya Krishnaya Gitamrita Duhe Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.
Prapanna Parijataya Totra Vetraikapanaye Jnanamudraya Krishnaya Gitamrita Duhe Namaha.